is up? We are here. Where are we?
Binghamton, New York.
Binghamton, New York, to visit, well, the birthplace of Rod Serling of the Twilight Zone and the infamous merry-go-round that inspired the famous classic Twilight Zone episode. Cool to finally be here in Binghamton. We are huge Twilight Zone fans, so this is kind of like a must-visit location if you love that show, or Night Gallery, classic show too, but Twilight Zone. And it's cool to think Rod was here and he rode this very same merry-go-round.
And if you watch the episode Walking Distance, which is the episode that he wrote,
Episode 5 of season 1,
that inspired him to write that episode, this park, it reminds you a lot of the park that's actually in the episode, which is not this park. This is the inspiration behind it, but let's look over here too.
So here it is. And inside, on top of the merry-go-round, you have classic scenes from the Twilight Zone. So here we are in line to ride this thing. How cool. Twilight Zone Carousel. So we're standing inside the bandstand here, where if you remember the episode, bands would play, but not like the band's playing here today. There's actually a gigantic festival going on in this town where they shut it down and everybody plays instruments on their lawns.
It's called Porch Fest, actually. And
Porch Fest.
They play on their porches. Did not know that.
It's amazing to think that many musicians live in Binghamton, and you know, you just never know who you live next door to. Maybe it's a up-and-coming rock star or a former rock star, because there's tons of people. We drove around trying to find parking here, and there was like 100 people just playing on their lawns. Cool to think there's that many musicians here. Anyway, we're here in the bandstand where there's a plaque right here. Rod Serling, creator of the Twilight Zone, Walking Distance, the infamous episode that was modeled after this awesome little park here. And that's the carousel Rod would ride back when he was a kid, and the inspiration for the episode. Pretty cool to be standing here, you know, knowing that he walked over here and and hopefully wasn't arrested over here like these.
Hopefully there was less sirens
Less
when
sirens.
Rod was here, and
And-
Carousel right over there.
Yep.
And it's a nice little park, and if you see the episode, you can kind of see a lot of elements of that episode
Yeah.
here in this park, even though obviously it's not
This-
the same park. It's very cool that this is what inspired it, because it's really, really true to this park in the episode.
It is. The bandstand's really cool. The carousel over here. The playground, unfortunately, is not the original playground. This is a brand new playground because during the George Floyd riots, they actually burned this playground down, unfortunately. So that's all been completely rebuilt and stuff. So that's not original, but this is that we're standing in right now, as well as, of course, the infamous carousel. Very cool.
Very cool.
I'm still fascinated by how many people are literally performing on their lawns here. I mean, where I live, I don't think I wouldn't want anybody to perform on their lawn, I'm sure. Look at this little guy. How cute is he? He's awesome. He's awesome. That is a cute, cute little doggy. It's beautiful here, though. I mean, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous.
It's a nice old town. Like, you can tell it's different than a lot of...
You got mountains in the distance. And you got your neighbors here that are just performing, singing songs for you about Binghamton.
I don't know if there's songs about Binghamton necessarily.
Come on. It's got to be.
Here on 7th Street.
Yeah.
We're this way.
It just amazes me that there's that many musicians in this town. I don't know. I know I've said that 30 times already,
Just
but
driving up the street to get here, unknowingly that this was going on.
yeah,
We saw probably about 10 people at least set up just on this street.
I know. It's kind of amazing, really.
It's the lemonade stands, like, this is very, like...
Although that guy right there in that car, he's not interested. He's got his windows up. He don't want to hear it. Oh. He's singing about alcohol and pills. All right, so it's not necessarily about Binghamton. He's singing about alcohol and pills. Well,
Let's go.
all right, back on the road.
And it is closed, but it's over there on the right-hand side. So if you point the camera down there, you can... I'm not sure which one it is, but we'll try to point it out in editing so you can at least kind of get an idea. But the cool thing is, Rod Serling probably walked up this street here to this corner, made a right, went down to the park, and rode that carousel.